introduce our mascots. In Huckam, China, you don't have to spend your week's allowance or a month's allowance to get them. They're here, and you can enjoy them, and they're going to introduce themselves to you. Itchy and Scratchy! Why don't you guess which one is a cockroach and which one's a bed bug? Get a prize. Cockroach cake. Okay. We're going to unveil it. Ready? We're going to put the bite on you.
I am the bid backed by the boys. I am the bid backed by the boys with the millions. Approved by the boys with the bucks, and I will be with you for a long, long time. I will be a legacy for you that you will not forget. Paid off after half a century. Thanks very much. I'll be back. Mr. Vannock deputized me to come to represent the developers of Vancouver.
This is the first event that we are having. This is the Poverty Line High Jump, brought to you by Streams of Justice.
And welcome to the Poverty Line High Jump. Well, this is going to be a very exciting and challenging competition. The athletes have been working hard in their preparation for the event. And they, more than anyone else, know only too well the tremendous skill, concentration, and effort required to clear the poverty line bar. But just a word about the height of the bar before we begin our event. Because the precise setting of the poverty line bar varies according to, different codes of measurement. Well, right there where the line is set, for example, we have the low-income cutoff line before taxes, which for a single person in Vancouver is about $21,000 a year. Or for a single parent with one child, $26,000 a year. Now, if we adjust that for its after-tax level, well, the bar is lowered slightly, even perhaps $3,000 or $4,000 annually. But then using the market basket measure calculation, the poverty line for a single person in this world-class city would be set at $15,600 per year, and for a single parent with one child, it's about $20,000 annually. Well, that all sounds confusing, so it's good we've got our government officials setting the bar for us. Well, any way you look at it, folks, for our contestants, the height of the bar is a real challenge. But the mats that their contestants will be landing on are top quality mats. They've been gathered from one of the local homeless shelter programs for use at the games. Okay, the athletes are warming up for the event, going through their routine of stretches and practice jumps. It looks like we're ready to begin. Our first athlete to approach the bar is Nancy Employable, hailing from the region of basic welfare rates. Now, Nancy fell into some difficult personal circumstances, lost her job when the company she worked for downsized. Well, she couldn't find more work, lost her place of residence, slept in shelters while waiting to get on basic welfare, and now survives on $610 a month, trying to pull herself up by her own bootstraps. Slow, but picking up speed, and Okay, our next contestant is Joe Average, coming from the region of solid full-time work. And his average income is about 40 grand a year. Well, he works hard, has a good, safe place to live, and ready, he's up and over the bar. Oh, he's fallen, and he seems to have injured himself dismounting. Oh, Joe looks like he's injured his leg. Our next competitor is Rochelle, single mom with her child in arms. Yes, Rochelle hails from the region of exhausted all the time. Here she comes, and she falls far short of the bar. From new in the workplace, yes, stepping out of a chaotic family environment, wanting to support himself as he completes his education, he begins his first job as an employee in a fast food joint. Unfortunately, his first 500 hours of work of work are considered training, and he only makes $6 an hour. Reed falls far short of the poverty line bar. Good try, son. Come back when you finish your training completely. Okay. Here we have Joe Average round for his second trip to see if he can better his first trip. Oh, but he seems to be limping. The injured leg is not healing as expected, and he's been forced to go on disability income. With $900 a month, he finds that survival forces him to use his leg more than he should. Oh! He falls far short of the bar, $11,000 a year. It looks like Joe Average is just one of those people who was one misfortune away from living below the poverty line.
So here we go. We've got contestants that are going to fire at these targets, and we'll see what they can do. Our next target, $45 million. For what? For a wage bonus. For who? For the Hannock staff. Here we go. $20 million for staging the games. A fund for staging the games. What do you think of that? We got a few more targets here. $41 million for housing. For housing. But who's the housing for? The athletes. And here comes our competitor, Terry. Terry's going to try. He's obviously an athlete, okay? He wants this target. And got it! Here's our next target. $775 million for a lot of concrete. Sea to sky highway improvements, folks. Where can we spend $775 million? On houses, on a million things but this. So our next competitor is Philip. Are you ready, Philip? Here he goes. We got two more targets, folks. $886 million. Ooh, I like that myself. For the Trade and Convention Center. Now that's really handy, isn't it? I wonder how many people could sleep in the Trade and Convention Center. Well, we saved the best for last. Look at the list, and you know what's coming. $2 billion for that wonderful sky train on the Canada line. You know, the one that ripped up Canby? Yeah.